Hey guys, Marsingin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so, as we all wait for part 2 of Golden Week for 2023, I thought it'd be interesting to go back and take a look at the part 2 LR from Golden Week 2022, which is of course the TEQ LR Goku and Gohan. So, I think this unit was pretty well received by most people, because there's basically like a what if unit, right? Essentially, what if Goku didn't die and helps Gohan actually in person against Cell, which I think is a pretty cool idea for a card. So he links up incredibly well with both LR Gohan and the Goku and Gohan. They both share, actually in the middle, do we get every single link? We will. Okay, that's very good. So we'll go ahead and do this. And then we can get the 18 key, but we can't get to 20. That's unfortunate. Because these guys are... Were they one of the first cards? Because they came out before the Year 7 LRs. I'm trying to remember if there was another LR that came out before that's similar. They have this mechanic where if you get 20 key, they get an additional super attack, which obviously is very good for them because they raise defense on both of their supers. So obviously the more supers you get with them, the better. Mine are built for full additional. But overall, they're pretty decent. So we're going to see how well they're looking in 2023. Yeah, key issues is probably their biggest thing, right? They have prepared for battle. And then, is that it? Golden Warrior is like 1 key. So not the best, right? But, you know, it is what it is. So, I mean, there's not much difference between getting 18 key and 19 key, but I guess we'll do this. So they are going to have all of their links active. So they start off at, what, 189k defense. They are getting additional attack and defense chance of performing a crit 5% per key sphere obtained. They get additional 59% attack and 58% defense when performing a super. They get an extra 59 and 58 if it's an ultra super, which it obviously is. So there's quite a lot of calculations going in because they're getting 58% extra defense twice and 30% from their super attack effect as well. So their defense is pretty good after the initial super. They're not getting super attacked on this turn anyway, so... Okay, I'm going to start off with a super attack. Nice. At least Gohan has guard. But first attack of the fight itself, the literal first attack is a super. So you love to see that. But let's see. What are they looking like here? So they've got no support, but we've got all the links active. So let's see. 9.5. Okay, that's pretty good. I say no support, though. We do have the Super Types Android/Cell Saga characters support memory active, which is good. It gives 15% as opposed to the Goku family one that gives 10%. And quite a few of the units on this team are Android/Cell Saga. So what do I want to do here? I probably want you to get... Actually, no, I want you floated off because you're giving support, right? So we do want you to stack, but I also want the support. So we'll do this, and then we will do this. We should kill this turn, but if we don't, we've got a nice stack of STR orbs stacked up there as well for the LR. Because that's the other thing. They're getting a decent amount of stats on super, but they are a nuking style unit as well. So even though it's only 5% per orb, which isn't a lot compared to other nuking style units, that's obviously offset by the fact that they are getting a pretty big chunk of stats when they super anyway. But yeah, the more orbs you can pick up with them, obviously the better. I did bring the tech nuking item as well, the takoyaki thing, so that for the final attack of the video we can see them get a pretty busted super attack stat. So I think we just put him in slot 1 then. I know Gohan getting an extra stack would be nice, but I'd be kind of worried about him critting and just killing him. So if we grab 7 orbs, we get the full 24 key. They do have the active skill as well, which we can use on, one enemy whose HP is 59% or less, starting from the 5th turn, or when our HP is 58% or more, starting from the 7th turn. So pretty long if you're not getting it in the early stages, but at least, you know, they have a secondary ability to get it later on in the event. Although 7 turns, 11.2 God damn, that was with what, 7 orbs picked up? And this rotation, who's in slot 3? It was Carnival Goku who gives defense support. So that was them without any attack support, but with 7 orbs, which I think is really good. This is a bad rotation. I should have floated off one of those Goku and Gohans, but I guess it is what it is. We'll have to make do. At least we can get enough orbs for them to both super attack. One of them could stun, which would be nice, but we'll see. Get a stack in for Carnival Goku. Well, that's the thing, right? So the reason I'm running the STR Goku and Gohan team is currently on Global is the only 200% team that this unit is on. They're on Bond of Master and Disciple, so if you're on JP, there's obviously the Part 2 Carnival LR from the Anniversary, the Int Kid Gohan, who leads Bond of Master and Disciple for 200%. So that is one extra team you can run them on JP, where they get the full 200% leader skill. Unfortunately, on Global, this is the only one. So, no stun from the first Goku. We did get a dodge in, though, which is good, because it ups his stats a little bit. And then we stun with you. Nice. Because that's the thing. The Cell one I thought would be very appropriate for this unit. But it does also make a lot of sense because we can stun quite a lot, which means we can give these guys quite a lot of like wiggle room in order to get a decent set of numbers, right? So this is going to be with a 50% support unit on the rotation and 7 orbs. So this is going to be pretty good because once we lock this guy into slot 3, he's giving 50% support. Somebody in the chat said on that first turn, Goku and Gohan were around 520k defense after that one super. So that is pretty good. It's not like super red zone, like dominant, obviously, but still pretty good. I mean, AGL Gohan here now with his Easy A, big buff, because obviously he didn't have his Easy A when this unit first came out. So him now being really, really good, especially with guard. Once he gets a few defense stacks in, he can very comfortably be their slot 1 unit. So let's see what we get now. 14.1 mil. I mean, damage-wise, they can still put out some numbers, right? They're going to get a guaranteed additional now as well, which is 8.3 for the additional super. And then, yeah, the 50% support from TEQ Gohan. Like, their defense will be very good. And there's the additional. So there you go. 3 supers. Was it 14, 8, and 8? So that's over, what, over 30 million attack stat worth of supers that they just put out on this turn. And after a triple super, especially with support, if they were at 520k on that first turn, when we didn't have support, and now on this rotation we're getting 50% and they triple supered, that means they've got to be at what, like, something like 700-800k as a minimum, I guess. I'm bad at doing calcs in my head, but do I take the risk of putting you in slot 1? Because you've had no build-up yet whatsoever. Probably not. It's probably not the best idea. Means we don't get an extra super for you either, but putting you in slot 1 is not a great idea either. So we'll do this. I mean, honestly, 7 orbs is not... You're not going to get 7 orbs every single time with a nuking style unit, but also 7 orbs is not like a crazy over-the-top number. So getting 14 million off of 7 orbs with some support is pretty good. Yeah, someone in chat said 780k approximately. Shout out to Ignadex. So yeah, 780k. I mean, that means if you're going against, like, obviously Red Zone Broly, they have type advantage, so that would be different. But if you're going up against, like, Metal Cooler Core and he super attacks them, his super attack does over 1 million damage. I can't remember exactly how much it does, but that means that even at a bare minimum, they're taking like 300 to 400k from Metal Cooler Core on their best turn where they triple supered with a 50% support. So you can see they've kind of aged out a little bit in terms of the most difficult content. But shall I use their active skill or shall I wait until we have support? I think we'll wait until we get that Gohan back again, because I would like to see their attack stat do some insane damage. Because if I do this, then we can get 9 orbs. So this is going to be 9 orbs but no support. So this should be pretty good. Now, this could all go horribly wrong if Goku and Gohan in the last slot get super attacked. but I guess we'll see. 8.6 for you. Yeah, that 50% support from the TEQ Super Saiyan 2 Gohan on the last turn really went hard, right? Making AGL Gohan do over 10 mil on his super attack is pretty good. And then these guys, what are we getting out of you? Oh, triple super from Gohan. Okay. Okay, I see you, AGL Gohan, putting in the work. Alright, what have you got for us now, boys? 11.8. So yeah, that 50% goes ham. Because units that get a large percentage on super, because remember, these guys get 59% on super, and then 59% again if it's an ultra super. Those on super buffs get a huge amount of extra boost from there being support on the rotation. So you can see the difference. Like, we picked up 2 extra orbs, but we still did like 3 million less attack because we didn't have the extra 50% support from Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And then look at that, Goku getting the KO, so we don't have to worry about him getting supered. We love to see that. Carnival Goku's probably getting super attacked in slot 1, but there's not really much we can do about that here. So we'll do this. Don't get the Dokkan attack. Okay, cool. So yeah, this guy, I swear, he always supers in slot 1 when you get to this physical phase. 244. Is what it is. We might actually be able to transform. No, we're not going to be... We're not at the HP threshold for the AGL Gohan transformation, are we? Because, man, that would be a wild turn. Imagine transform with AGL Gohan, use the active skill for Goku and Gohan, and then nuke him to death with AGL Gohan would actually be quite insane. But I guess we'll see how that pans out. Another dodge for you is good. And then we should be coming up to... It's a shame that this will be such a short turn. Man, I guess we should use the active skill here, because if I put Gohan in slot 1, he's just going to kill. And if I put them in slot 1, they will get killed, because that's the thing. They are not a slot 1 unit, right? So, I mean, we can do it and hope for the best, but... Yeah, I think the... unfortunately, I think Gohan just kills. Especially because we're getting the Dokkan attack, so he definitely kills. But on the next rotation, we have TEQ... I'm just not going to do this, right? Because if we do get an extra super out of it, that'll be good. But yeah, next rotation, we're going to have TEQ Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And we're going to be able to do the active skill. And it's going to be big damage. So, can we exchange one of these guys yet? There we go. Well, we can actually exchange both. But I think what I'm going to do is let's exchange my one. I should have put the skip on, really.
I give up. I learned how strong you really are. That's it. I quit. Go on. It's your turn, son. You can do it.
You can do it, Gohan. All right, I'll try. See, I could get 7 out of 7 links by putting them together like this, but I don't want to take the risk of him just getting absolutely blasted, so I'm going to do this. And then I want to try and save as many tech orbs as possible, so because we're going to use the nuking item next turn, so I'm just going to do this. Right, is JP going to drop any news today? Doesn't look like it. Because this is being recorded on stream, we're like waiting for the potential for part 2 news, right? But it doesn't look like there's going to be one, unless I've refreshed it too early. But anyway, let's see what happens now. Because we know we're not going to one-turn Cell. I was kind of hoping he would super attack Gohan and we get the counter, which to be fair, actually might have happened. I wasn't looking at the screen just now. But, okay, so this is the... Oh, God, this turn is going to be wild. All right, so let's go ahead and do our active skill. We've got the 50% support, So let's see how much damage this is actually going to do. So what is the... Let's look at the description again very quickly. So the active skill, full power, Father Son Kamehameha. Massively raises attack temporarily, does ultimate damage, and within the turn activated, all attacks become crits. So let's go ahead and fire this off.
I can't lose. Try this one, Gohan. Come here, baby. Let's see more of that power.
Such a cool idea for a card, though. I love it. Because, like, the original Gohan Super Saiyan 2 transformation is obviously triggered by, like, his rage. But I like the idea that it's triggered by, like, the encouragement from Goku. I think it's such a cool card. So, then we will do this so you can get some ki. And then we're going to go ahead and do this. So, not the best orb change. Come on, do the AGL ones. I didn't do anything. Are you kidding me? These all items are so annoying sometimes. Alright, so we get 10 orbs, but we are getting the extra attack as well per orb. So, let's see what we get now. So, Gohan again, thanks to the support from Super Saiyan 2. Gohan at a 10 mil attack. He shouldn't kill him though, right? Even if he double supers. Okay, good, he didn't double super. And then here we go. Yeah, 20 million. Like, it's disappointing that the tech orbs, we didn't get more than that. But yeah, 20 million. Guaranteed crit because of the active skill. And then we get the guaranteed additional because we got at least 20 ki. So that is 12 mil with a guaranteed crit. So, I mean, there you go. Like, obviously you can still use them in some of these red zone stages. They definitely aren't the best units or anything. But, you know, they're still pretty fun to use a year later, which is kind of cool. It would be good if they had more 200% teams, because the STR Goku and Gohan team is kind of outdated now, or at least the unit themselves is kind of outdated. But we definitely got to see a very solid performance. Now, we were using a support memory, and we, you know, the nuking turn is just for fun. But, I mean, we got up to like 14 mil just from this very runnable version of this team. So yeah, they're still looking pretty decent, even though this is a year later. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. And let me know what you think the part 2 LR is going to be, since we did not get any news drop today. So there you go. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.